A child rejecting a loving parent is not natural. It's the result of brainwashing, and this is parental alienation. We're seeing it more and more in our court system, especially in family court, and especially women doing this to men. It's definitely not anything new, and it damages the child in a way that you probably can't comprehend, and this is why we need to stop it right away. Before we go any further, I have a 30 lessons in 30 days for free. If you go to my profile, you can find it. Now, parental alienation is child abuse. It's also psychological abuse, and it should be considered domestic violence. If we're going to argue this in family court, we need to take a different approach. If we say things like parental alienation or this is it and here's why, we're actually going to miss the argument. We need to start looking at the breadcrumbs of evidence that will point out that this sort of alienation from the child to the parent to the child being cut out by another parent is determined as domestic violence. This is possible if we do things right. For instance, does your state, county, or even country say that coercion, mental manipulation, intention to those things can count as domestic violence? When we look at proving that there's psychological abuse, we also need evidence towards that. Now, in order to do that, we probably need something like psychological evaluations. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, there's a couple things with that. They're really expensive. You'll probably have to take them too. It will help your case if you're trying to prove a point of psychological abuse. But also, just because somebody has a psychological disorder doesn't mean they can't raise the kids. We then need to prove that that psychological disorder is untreated, the person's resistant to it, and it's damaging the kids. But I just want to tell you, if you try and just say they're a narcissist or borderline or whatever, without a psychological evaluation, it's in most US courts, that's not really going to fly. So you do want that psych eval. In fact, if you look at the pinned videos in my TikTok, they're there. I think you kind of get the point with this. Parental alienation is horrible. It's hard on you. It ruins your kids even more. But we need to have the right road to prove it, and it does get proven. If you want to watch some guys in my group who have beaten it and actually been the first case that a court has said the word parental alienation, that's also another pinned video in my TikTok profile. Dads win, we prove it. We do it all day long. And if you're a parent who is suffering from this kind of abuse and you're trying to protect your kid, these videos are here to help you.